Hello and welcome to the Mummy Movement podcast with me, Sam Sardette, where we discuss the highs and lows of motherhood and along the way have some amazing mummy guests. Please leave a great review if you enjoy and follow us on Instagram at themummymovement.podcast for short clips. Or you can watch the full video on YouTube. Now sit back and enjoy. Welcome to the Mummy Movement podcast with me, Sam Sardette. Today I thought I'd mix things up a bit and bring on a bit more of a dad perspective. So, unfortunately, I have with me today my husband, Omer Sardette. Welcome, babe.
Ooh, thanks for having me, babe. Kicking off season 2 with a bang.
No, this isn't the kickoff
Oh,
episode. No,
what episode am I going to be on?
I'm probably going to put you on the last one.
Okay, cool.
Finale.
Ending it on a high.
You could say that, I suppose.
Lovely.
Well, let's see how today goes. Today we are doing it on a full. There's going to be no retakes.
Cool.
So
one take bang.
Yep. But be yourself. Just say it how it is. We've already had an argument setting up because I've set up at home today just to feel a bit more comfortable in our own environment. But I've done about 10 different microphones and now Omer's made me do these little fluffy ones.
I feel like these ones are like really high quality. These ones on the desk are good for the aesthetic, but you can't beat.
They give, you know, the little fluffy mics. They just give me the ick. They make me feel a bit weird. It's like a little. Yeah.
These will be phonetically pleasing for your guests.
I'll have a day off.
Or listeners even.
Let's start from the beginning. Obviously, today we're going to talk about our dynamic as mum and dad because I feel like a lot of people are going to relate to that. And we have very typical mum-dad dynamic. Let's have it right.
I think so. I think so
anyway.
Yeah.
AKA, I do 99% of the parenting. And then you swoop in and be the fun dads.
Quite say that, but yeah.
Well, we'll get into that. We'll get into that. Should we start off with how we met?
Let's do it. Yeah, 100%.
Do you remember?
I do remember. The first time I remember actually meeting you, seeing you, was in New Bar.
Yeah.
The
those
magical bar that was New Bar back in the day.
So our fellow Essex millennials will remember New Bar well.
Yeah, you were quite a local celeb at the time, running a few club nights. I was the new kid on the block, ventured over from Enfield.
Yeah, well, yeah,
And,
for those that don't know
London,
the area, you were a North London boy.
Exactly.
Came out of nowhere all of a sudden. I went, who the blooming hell is that?
Oh, yes. And we locked eyes, and that was it. The rest was history.
You were different to the Essex boys. I remember thinking, where the hell is this
How is that different?
Well, you just look like a London boy, which is like, AKA, you didn't have the comb over. I mean, you had...
Bit ethnic.
Yeah, basically. Let's have it right. And I just thought, oh, yeah, I'll have a bit of him. So,
nice.
I mean, we met in New Bar.
We did.
I mean, it was a bit of a rocky start, but you tried your luck a couple of times. I had boyfriends at the time. And then I think...
Can you blame me?
No, I can't. No, I can't at all. Well, back in my heyday anyway, maybe not now. But so I think, what was our first date? Do you remember?
You're putting me on the spot here. I think we went out in Shoreditch.
No.
Had a couple of drinks.
No.
The first date. Oh, Soho.
Yeah, what? Where? Tell me.
I know the place. It begins with a W. Wardour.
There you go. Well done. 100 Wardour.
And you ordered a Merlot.
And what? Oh, that's before you got absolutely smashed.
I was smashed before.
Yeah,
I got there.
Which was a sign of things to come. Let's be honest. So we were 25 when we met. So obviously we were still a bit reckless. But I remember. I say this to everyone. When I first started messaging you, and you was messaging me, you were dry as a bone on message.
Yeah.
And I just thought, oh my God. And obviously as well, you have a very deep voice, right? So I remember only ever speaking to you out and about. And obviously it's loud and you're just kind of shouting and it is what it is. And then I remember messaging you and you're just very one-word answer because you're terrible at messaging. Yeah. And then you sent me a voice that I think I've still got it on my phone.
Sounded like Barry White.
You were like, I'm going to bed now, babe. Night. I thought, fucking hell, this guy is dry. I thought, no, I'm not going to get. I said to the girls, right, I'll go on one date with him. I'll see how it goes. And then
I had to hit you with the energy, though.
But then do you remember what happened before our date? You called me.
Yeah.
And what did you? So I worked in London at the time. We both worked in London, so obviously we were just going to meet after work. And I remember I'm literally getting ready to come and meet you, and then you call me. And what do you say?
I called you. I think I'd been out with a couple of clients after work. So I thought I was being funny. So I called you and went, "Oh, I'm really sorry. I'm not going to be able to make it." And I could just, the silence was definitely.
No, what did I say?
The disappointment in your voice.
No,
went,
I said,
really?
Yeah, that was it. I was like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "Really?" So I thought, nah. And then you went,
ah.
And then I thought, okay, cool. He's actually got something about it. It actually made me like you more.
Yeah, good.
Because you tried to pull the joke.
Set the stage.
Then we went out. You got absolutely bladdered.
Did. Held the door for you though.
But the thing that saved you, I didn't like the fact that you got so pissed, but I thought you were just a 25-year-old guy. It's quite standard. The thing that saved you was the fact that at the end of the night, despite how pissed you were, you got my coat for me from the cloakroom. You put my coat on for me. Then it was raining and we didn't have a brolly. I don't think we had a brolly, and you put your coat over my head, things like that. Held the door for me. I mean, I think that lasted the first day, because after that it was just downhill.
Don't say that.
But and I thought, okay, cool. And then you got me. So at the time you were living in Hertfordshire.
Yeah.
And then I was living in Loughton in Essex.
Yeah.
I had my own flat, and then you thought you were getting it in, and you got me an Uber in with the taxi with me all the way home to take me home. We got home, and then I went, "I'll see you later, babe. Thanks for tonight." Little
spud. You went, "Nice one. See you later."
Little kiss at the cheek. "See you later, babe." And you're like, I was like, as if I'm going to give you it on the first night. I don't know who you thought you was.
Very true. Very true. Worth the wait though. But yeah.
But I think it was like, even though we were 25, which seemed so young at the time, we were both quite established. We had our own places, and it was from there. Like, we basically spent like every day together, didn't we?
It did feel quite intense at the start.
Oh, what do you mean intense?
Like, it was intense really quickly, right? Literally.
In a good way.
In a good way, yeah, of course. Like it went from 0 to 100 real quick.
Because you were all over me like a rash.
Intentionally, of course, yeah. It got really intense.
Because
obviously from that, but we were both at a point where we were kind of enjoying being single, if that makes sense. In a sense that
were you?
No,
It's just shut up. You know what?
It come out of nowhere.
Sorry, I'm so intense. Enjoy being single, mate.
Right. No, it literally is the best thing that happened to me.
What you're trying to say, it
was just come out of nowhere. I know you forced, is what I'm saying.
Basically, this is me all over. I'll have to correct everything you say, and I have to pick up the pieces. When we first met, we'd been single, we'd enjoyed our time, we were ready to find someone, but equally, we weren't looking for anyone. Yeah. And we came out of nowhere, and then it was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it was literally within like the first month, you were like, I think you should move out of your flat and come live with me.
Well, you was basically living with me anyway.
Yeah, I was.
And my flat was a little bit bigger than yours, so it just made more sense.
And then
also I needed my washing to be done.
No, you're not joking. That's the thing. You're not joking. He's not joking, because he didn't have a washing machine in his flat because his mum did all the washing for him.
She
still.
loved that though. I used to go around once a week.
You think she loved that?
And that was like, it was nice. It was
you should have gone around once a week.
No, I did. I used to go around all the time. I used to have dinner at my mum and dad's.
He did not have a washing machine in the flat. We had to get one installed when I moved in. And from that point onwards,
do you remember you went to the laundrette for the first couple of weeks?
Yeah.
Old school.
Oh, yeah. I had to go to the bloody laundrette. And I still took your dirty stuff to the laundrette, making sure that you had yours. But I did always think, I was like, it's one household. You know when people were like, oh, why are you doing your fella's washing? I was like, why would you do your own separate
I just feel
washing?
Like, I don't
might as well chuck it all in.
I feel like people it just naturally gravitates into who's going to do what. Like when you live together, if that makes sense. It's not like a case of like you do my washing, or you've ever said to me do X, Y, and Z. You just kind of split responsibilities in a way around the house.
I think
I don't know. Like there's a certain weight into it, and all that stuff.
Yeah, or it's apparent that you split the duty.
That's what I'm saying.
So you both do it together.
No, yeah, of course, yeah. But there's certain things that without you ever asking, I just always naturally would do.
What? Like what?
Take the bins out.
Sorry, I'm looking at you like, naturally do what? You do fuck
Take
up.
the bins out.
Yeah, that's your one job, and you still fuck it up.
I do clean the house, don't lie.
All right.
Yeah.
Like, listen, I will give it to you when you're in this mind frame of, you say, right, I'm going to clean the whole house. I let you just crack on. It's your version of cleaning. It makes you feel good in your head.
It does, yeah.
It's not particularly like, when you say you clean the whole house, it's not like,
it's not a high quality as yours, but
it's a good clean, and it makes you feel better in yourself. Exactly. So I'll let you crack on, mate. I still have to redo the dishwasher. One thing I don't know about any mums that are listening with their partners, or even if you're not married, whatever, the way you do the dishwasher.
Our cleaning techniques are very different. Like, but you'll use a sponge for the sides, I'll use a cloth.
You use I think people will agree with me. You use spray and a kitchen towel, like like the kitchen towels that you buy. What are they called? The hand towels.
Cloth, yeah.
You use a hand towel, but it's for hand. It's not for bleach and everything else that you're draping around the whole house, and then and then you use all the wrong products. And then with the dishwasher, you literally fill it up, like you put cups in the bottom, and then you put things it's mad. It's not organised, and you basically
A for effort, I suppose.
You don't utilise the space enough.
Fair enough.
But we're
I'll be better.
We're not here to argue over the bloody dishwasher. So obviously we were together. We moved in very quickly together, and we didn't really argue. I don't think there was anything. I mean, we used to get way too drunk together. We used to go out a lot.
We're quite similar, I suppose.
We've always been similar.
Yeah. Attention seekers.
Yeah. We've always, which could have gone one or both ways. But then I think you quickly realised happy wife, happy life, which is one thing that's good.
And I think you realised you met your match.
Yeah, which I preferred.
Yeah.
I preferred that because you weren't a drip. Like, we were just like at evenly, it together.
Yeah.
We were at it together, and we met each other's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Yeah,
because I was always the crazy one.
Yeah.
And then I met you, and I thought, all right, cool, we ain't going to think I'm crazy now, because he's probably worse. Yeah. So it was definitely the Italian and the Turkish fire in both of us.
100%.
And we used to just go out getting just hammered every week. But
we had a good time.
I think we moved in.
I think we've definitely grown together, though. Like, matured as people. But obviously become parents.
Of course.
Slowed down. I think we've still got a little bit of craziness.
Yeah.
Like when we went to...
Yeah, we still have our things, but I'm trying to build a timeline here. So you're going too far ahead now.
Okay, cool.
We're going into when you proposed, and then that was literally when did you bought the ring after we'd been together a year? 25 years old. Well, you were 26 after that.
Yeah,
that is pretty mad. How did you know?
I don't know. It just, I think because it was so intense at the start.
Oh, for fuck's sake, stop saying intense. No, I think we need to use another word. It was.
I'm dead. It's because it was so like not full on.
I'm intense and full on.
It's because we progressed quite quickly. We were living together quite early. So when you say a year and a half, it doesn't sound like a long time. But usually in a relationship, you're kind of living together for a year and a half before you get engaged. You probably are together for a year before that, if that makes sense. I kind of felt like we were on fast forward a little bit.
I do know a reason why you wanted to give me a ring as well. Because you would always say to me, within the first year of being together, I mean, let's say in the first year we had about 10 holidays together. So we were just living life. We did really go. We have always been like that. We've always been like 100 miles an hour, me and you, which is great because we always aligned on that. Like, we were never one person going, oh, let's do this, and the other one going, no. Like, we've always been like, if we want to do something, let's just go and do it. But you were like, let's have kids, let's have a baby, and I was like, absolutely not. I said, if in the future you want to have a baby with me, ideally I'd want to be married or at least have a ring.
Yeah. I felt like it just felt like the timing was right. We just moved into that little house that we had.
So we actually bought, well,
we bought it together.
Yeah, we bought it together.
And then it just
felt
like...
the first year, yeah.
I don't know, it just felt at that point in life, everything was moving quickly, like careers, work, you were doing well at work, we had the house, so it just felt like, let's just do it.
Yeah.
I just felt like we were growing up really quickly. I feel like things have slowed down.
In a good way.
There was like a 4 or 5 year period where it was like everything was fast forward. And then now I feel like we've not slowed down, but you know what I mean? We're taking it all in a little bit more with the kids. And it was like we were always obsessed with doing one big thing every year, weren't we? I think we still are to an extent. Swapping out, you know, things like that for running marathons and stuff now. Shameless plug.
Well, yeah, if you get it done.
I will.
I know what you're saying. So I think I was like, right, put a ring on it. And then how did you...
I don't even know if you said put a ring on it. I think
said
I
at least
surprised you.
I wanted to... No, I didn't. No. I didn't know you were going to propose when you did. Absolutely not, because you proposed after 18 months. Yeah. I didn't think it was going to be that soon. I was like, in the future, if you want kids, you need to put a ring on it. And then for my birthday's on New Year's Eve. The first, no, it was the second birthday we'd had together. Went to Bali. Do you remember that? That was a mad trip. So we'd done so much together, just like being single together. And then was
it Mykonos we did before that though? When you surprised me?
Oh yeah, and I surprised you
for my birthday
for a year. No, it was our year anniversary. That's when we went again. Took you to Mykonos. We've just been...
What a trip that was.
Yeah. But you gave me for my birthday the snow globe of New York when we was in Bali. And you were like, we're going to New York in April. And I was like, oh, okay. Because we always said we wanted to go, didn't we?
That was your birthday present, wasn't it?
That was my birthday present. Got to New York. Flew, was shattered, got there. We're walking towards the door. And we're in our grubby travel clothes and everything. Lovely. We stayed at the W, didn't we? Which was nice. And you were like, all of a sudden, babe, you know how much I love you. Do you remember? Do you even remember, or is it a blur to you now?
No, of course I remember. Of course I remember the younger Casanova that I was. You know,
well, you were babbling in the room, corridor.
The room dressed with balloons and flowers and strawberry chocolates.
Yeah.
You know.
And you had to get through security with your ring.
You're such a dirtbrain though. Remember you walked in and you was like, oh, is this for my birthday?
Yeah.
I said, congratulations on the balloons. You're like, is this for my birthday? Thanks, babe. And then I just thought, let me just get it done now.
Yeah. and then I turned around and you was on one knee.
Yeah.
And I was so shocked, but it was the best thing that you did it right at the start of the trip, because then we spent the whole weekend celebrating.
I do miss New York, you know. I feel like we need to
go back. We'll go back with the kids.
Get a bit older.
Yeah, because it is a bit of a mad place, but it was amazing.
Yeah, it was good.
It was really good. So that's obviously we met. We then booked our wedding that was in 2018. You proposed, and then we were like, right, we'll do 2020.
Yeah.
2020 is our wedding. I wanted to get married in Italy, first thing. I think we agreed quite quickly on that, because obviously I'm half Italian. And we were, obviously you are Cypriot, you're Turkish Cypriot. So the normal done thing is to get married in Cyprus.
Well, it would have been the easier thing to do.
But we were like, we wanted something a bit more intimate, because obviously...
Yeah. A Cypriot wedding would have been a massive wedding.
Yeah.
And an Italian wedding could just be a little bit more contained.
Yeah.
And I think we wanted a small, more intimate wedding.
Yeah.
We'll say small, it's still about 100 people, isn't it?
Yeah, which we were really lucky with. But obviously we booked it for 2020, which then turned out to be COVID. So, but I think that was the blessing in disguise, because before we got married, after you gave me the ring, you got what you wanted, and you got me up the duff, mate.
Yeah.
And that's where our parenting journey began.
What do you remember of COVID though? Because like you hear loads of horror stories where couples really didn't make it through COVID or wound each other up.
Mate,
I remember
it was
so fun.
We had the best.
It was obviously a terrible time, but
let's rephrase that. We had the best lockdown.
Yeah, like as in like we made the best of a bad situation.
So we obviously
following the government's rules, of course.
We were not really. I couldn't care less about that. But like, it was like,
yes, we were social distancing.
This is the difference between me and Omer, right? I'm a rule breaker. He's very, oh, no, like, which is good. You've got to keep me grounded in that way. But basically, obviously, this is a mum and dad podcast, so we'll chat less about us being a couple now. I want to say about our journey as a mum and dad.
Is this you editing when you're doing this bit?
I'm talking to you.
Yeah. I thought you're like coming out of character to then say, get back on track.
I'm not in character. This is me.
Right.
Are you in character?
No, I'm just thinking like, are you going to edit it or?
No, okay, honey. Cool. This
I was just talking about COVID. Yeah.
Yeah, and I wanted to lead you off that.
Okay, cool.
Because we need to
take control, girl.
This is my job as the host.
Nice, I like it.
We're keeping on track with the parenting
facilitator.
Yeah, exactly. So we got pregnant quite luckily. It was a few months, I think 6 months for CC to get pregnant, I remember. And just before we moved into our second house, and
you was pregnant, weren't you?
Yeah, which was literally the month before she was born.
Yeah.
And she was 3 weeks early, which was much to my delight. I've kind of like, anyone that's listened to the first episode of the first series will know my birth stories, but
I think that's one of your superpowers, giving birth
efficiently.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first birth was an hour, the second was 10 minutes. So
yeah.
Honestly, it's probably a superpower. I think do
you know what? And don't you think that suits
like the
our
Usain Bolt of like,
don't you think that suits our personalities to a T?
Yeah, 100%.
Like, we just want to get shit done.
Get it done. Can we check out now?
Yeah. And we did. In and out within 24 hours.
Yeah.
The second one, you were like just sitting there.
I feel like it was more like 8 hours, less than 24 hours. Didn't do an overnight stay.
Yeah. But we obviously had Sienna through lockdown. Do you know what? She was 18 months, and I feel like it was a lot easier. Then imagine if we was in lockdown with the kids now. We wouldn't have had an easy lockdown. That's, I think.
Yeah, that's true.
That is the difference with some couples, like with, parents through lockdown.
Yeah.
I would have had to do homeschooling.
A whole different dynamic.
Because they do lally now.
You couldn't keep them in on a Saturday. Like, they're just like running up the walls.
Exactly. That's what I mean. They're just like us. And, well, they're just kids, really. But I think it was a nice, like, lockdown actually was nice. Yeah, we had to delay our wedding for a couple of years. But I think that was a blessing, because then we were like, well, let's try for a second. And we had Sorella. And I think, I mean, just going back to the first, do you remember how you felt when, like, we had CC? Like, were you like, what the fuck am I doing? Or do you even remember?
No, I don't know. I've always felt like super comfortable with, I think because you're just such a naturally maternal person, I've never really had to worry. No. And also from my perspective, it's just always been like an amazing thing. So even in the stressful times, it's just more like superficial stress versus like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've always felt like we've got a good unit. So I feel like we've been quite lucky, to be honest. Yeah.
No, I think like our dynamic works well. But, typically we are, like I said at the beginning, we are very mum-dad dynamic.
Yeah.
So in the sense that from day one, I have always been, I've always taken on the
majority.
Right.
Share of the load.
I mean, given, right, we were in a financial position, luckily enough, where I could have the kids full time and I didn't have to go back to work. Obviously I had my business before, and I feel like that was a big thing for me, because
100%.
When you met me, one thing you loved about me is that I was a hustler.
I think you still are, though. Like, you still
I know
always,
I am. I know I am, and it was always in me. But that transition of running your own business and being about, like, spending like 12-hour days in the city, like grafting, to then being a mum at home.
Yeah.
And all about the kids, because let's have it right, babe. Like, respectfully, you have a weekend with the kids and you're ready. You're dying to get back to the office.
No doubt about I couldn't do what you do.
Yeah.
And I think you take it in your stride. And I can imagine how difficult it's been going from, corporate world to full-time mum. Both difficult, but like full-time mum, you kind of obviously you don't get 5 minutes for a lunch hour or whatever.
Well, it's the hardest job in the world.
Exactly. So
harder than any job.
What gives me kind of comfort is that, you're so good at it, and you've obviously done it out of choice, which is amazing. It's not like you've kind of didn't. So for me, the kids have got the best of everything because they've got their mum around. And obviously I know how much joy it brings you as well. I know it's difficult at times and you've got to do the night feed, but I know you love it. Like, as much as you might moan that I don't help enough.
Right. Yeah. Talking about night feeds, I mean, our kids, they're now 6 and 3, but when they were babies, and they still don't bloody sleep, but like they've always been the worst sleepers. I've always been up through the night every night.
The problem is though, because in a good way, you know, they have got you wrapped around their little fingers in the sense of they probably don't even want to get up, but they'll just get up just for banter.
Yeah, true.
You're right, mum? Like,
no,
it's just,
they are.
Yeah, they like are before they go to bed, they'll be like, right, I'll see you at like 2 a.m. Yeah.
Yeah.
Take you around and see you, like, because they just know the crack. So I think because of that, we've kind of created a rod for our own back, and it's so difficult to break the habit once you're in that habit, which obviously just it makes it more difficult. But
who's always done the night feeds?
Well, the first 2 weeks when I was on paternity leave, I do remember we shared the load.
Did we?
Yeah, we did, yeah.
Did you do maybe one in those 2 weeks?
And
so in the 6.5 years,
tapered down.
So basically, you done one night feed when they were both born, and that was you done. That was your lot. Yep.
Well, it's tapered.
Agreed.
I'd say it kind of
just bath
fizzled
time?
out.
Who's ever done bath time?
I do a few here and there.
When have you ever done a bath time in the last 4 years? I get it, they're like older now, whatever, but like, listen, when they were babies,
you know,
right?
Bedtimes. I read them a book.
Sorry. I seem to remember the other night I went, oh babe, can you just do bedtime? And I literally looked at you, and I think we both started laughing. She went, yeah, all right, good one, babe.
But
that's not good.
Why though? Why? Let's be honest. Why?
Okay.
Usually I'm getting home at 8 p.m. from work.
Right.
Yeah. So that's fair. On the
days that you're not. So if it's like you're working from home on that day, and then recently you transitioned to a new role, you had a bit of gardening leave off.
Yeah.
I get it, because when I say to the girls, how do the girls react when I say you're going to take them to bed?
Well, they'll kick off because they want their mum.
Yeah.
But obviously, if I'm getting up at 5 a.m., obviously out of choice, because I've got to go gym in the morning.
Yeah.
Because I work all day.
Oh, and then don't you go to the gym at your lunch
break?
Work
in the city. I've got to get back home for usually 7:30, 8. Yeah. So it's not like I'm around and just sitting there and watching the telly. So you've got to be clear on that as well.
100%. Listen, this is what we've established from the offset with our dynamic. I couldn't do what you do now. Yeah. I would hate it, and you couldn't do what I do. And then obviously, you know, I've taken it upon myself to then create a business around the kids as well, because that's just how I am. I'm just fast. Yeah. I'm doing this, I'm doing everything, but as part of me, and it makes me feel better to do stuff. Obviously, I was on The Apprentice, which we'll talk about in a minute. Yeah. But I think I think you're right, but I think
it's just a balance. And I think the other thing what you mentioned is, like, on a random Sunday evening, if I want to put the kids to bed or bath time, it's like World War III. I want mummy to take me to bed. I want mummy to put me in the bath. So sometimes I just don't want to pick the battle. So it's not about me not wanting to do it.
No, but babe,
and I will use that sometimes as like to make you laugh and that. But it's
why do they do that though?
Because they're so used to you doing it, because you've been around more. But like now, for example, I've been around the last couple of weeks. We've had me and Sorella have been out. Me and Cece go out. We have little mornings, afternoons. So, you know, there is
there are dads out there though that still do get home from work and do the bedtime.
Yeah, but the kids aren't going to be up past 9. You know,
who's getting home at 9?
By the time I get home at 8,
if you were home at 7 o'clock, you could do bedtime. Yeah. There are guys that do it. I'm just saying. Listen, don't use work as an excuse, because all day I'm still grafting. I'm still looking after the kids. My job is just different to yours. So my job don't stop. It's 24/7. So when do I get a respite? And on that note, right, I'm just saying that it's something that I think.
So what's the action off the back of today then? More bedtimes? Is that what we're getting at?
I tell you every week you need to do more bedtimes.
Okay.
And the more you do it, even if you do it once a week, then they'll start getting more used to it. Although Cece doesn't even like you taking her to school.
That's a weird one, isn't it?
It's so strange.
Weird, yeah.
But she's she's like
she's she's fixated on things being the way it's supposed to be. Yeah.
She likes it being a certain way. So if something throws her off,
or if it's a surprise that all of a sudden I'm randomly taking her to school.
Yeah, she hates that, doesn't she?
But she was buzzing when I picked her up the other day because I got her an ice cream.
Well, yeah, of course she is, because that's.
But she was like, "Thanks for that, Dad. But just so we're clear, tomorrow, Mummy's taking me and picking me up.
This isn't a
regular appreciate thing. That, but just like so we're on the same page here.
No, but don't you remember?
Not again.
Don't you remember that last? Yeah, but I do think as well it's because you wind her up.
Well, now I wind her up. Yeah.
No. Let's tell everyone what you say to her that you're going to do when you drop her off.
I can't even remember. I say so much.
I'm going to say, so her teacher's called, well, let's just say her teacher, right? Won't give her name or whatever. But she'll say, Omer will say, I'm going to say to your teacher, I'm going to show my big muscles off to your teacher. I'm going to show my big muscles off.
No, the problem was.
Goes, no, Daddy.
No, the problem was because the first time it ever came out, she didn't want me to take her to school. You had to go and have a word with her in private and go, what is the issue?
Oh,
and I had a Nike Pro top on. Obviously, it's quite a tight-fitted gym top. And she went, I don't want Daddy to take me to school because he's wearing his gym clothes and it's too tight. And then I went, so you told me that in confidence. And then I started winding her up about my muscles. So that, don't say it like the other way.
The muscle joke was already in her head. Yeah. So when you dropped her off, when you picked her up in your tight gym clothes and your short shorts, and you got all your muscles out, she's thinking in her head, no, he's going to show his muscles to my teacher.
Can you imagine? Like, she's 6 years old, bless her.
Honestly, but oh my God, we're always going to get off track with things. But I do think, right, like the mum-dad thing, I think everyone's dynamic is different, but typically the mums do more. It's just a fact. And as annoying as it is, like with the kids involved, but I will give it to you that we contribute equally, like in different areas. And I think it takes a while to adjust, but we've come to the understanding now. And you still piss me off with things, but at the end of it, there is that expectation that we both meet 80% of the time.
Yeah, I think there's a good balance, like whatever way you cut it.
So, I've written in my notes, do you have any icks about me? And then I've written about 100 different icks. Not icks, okay, let's rephrase the icks, because if I had an ick about you, I don't think in the whole time we've been together, you've never given me the ick, and I've seen everything, and it's never given me the ick. I still love you. But the things that wind me up about you, and I've written loads.
Well, you go first then, because I've only got a couple.
No, go on, you start. Things that wind me up.
Yours is...
I already know what they are.
The thing that frustrates me most about you is how on top of everything you can be, and how organised and efficient and well-planned you are, and then all of a sudden you have like a glitch moment and you just become a dirtbrain and you forget like something really important. Like a good example is on the last holiday we were meant to go, you planned the whole trip, booked the whole trip, packed all the cases, done everything, had all the passports, ready to rock and roll. 3 o'clock in the morning, we're leaving the house to catch a flight at 6. You've pulled the door shut and you've left the car key, because we're driving to the airport, a foot away from the door on the stairs.
And the passports.
And I'm just like sitting on the front drive with everything pitch packed, black. All the kids,
and it was
black,
Boxing Day
freezing,
morning.
Boxing Day morning.
And everyone had been
at the house.
Everyone had been at our house. But
can I ring my mum and dad to come with the spare key? He weren't even fuming. He just loved saving the day, innit? You know what he's like? And because you called him. If Sam calls me, I'm coming.
Yeah. True.
But if I called him, he'd be raging.
Yeah.
He'd be like, what?
But I've got an answer for that, because
mum brain, you call it.
No, yeah, obviously I've got, but you, my friend, all you motherfucking do is pack your bag and leave the door. I have to think
I turn up with the
everything.
Energy.
No, honey.
I turn up with the vibes.
No, I think mums will support me on this, right? I book, I plan it.
But you
don't
love
get me
doing
wrong.
that. The project management side of it. You love doing that.
I'm happy to do that. I like doing that. I like planning things, organising things. But I have to pack for the girls. I have to do stuff for the girls. I have to pack for me. I have to even consider things like snacks in the bag for the plane, things to keep them like you wouldn't even know the start of it, of what I have to consider in my brain. The least thing you could do is think about the passports.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Fair enough. Listen, you've got a lot on, but you do decide to take it all on, and then
because I have to,
really,
that's 9 times out of 10, because you're just a big baby.
Yeah, that's true, and that's true. You do treat me like a bit of a baby sometimes. Yeah, but I do quite like it.
And what have I done? What have I done recently? I had an epiphany recently, and I was like, we were away. We were away. I think we was in that was it. It was just the weekend in Brighton, and we're sitting. The weather was lovely. We were sitting out the back, and we're in this terrace bit, and it's like a bar restaurant. And I'd got us a drink, and then obviously, naturally, you'd neck George within 5 seconds because he's a gannet. And then he said to me, the girls, I'm literally putting out the colouring for them. Do you want anything? You're just chilling with your pint of beer. Babe, get us another drink. And I looked and I thought, I was about to stand up and go to the bar and get another drink.
Don't say that like
that.
No.
As in, get the drinks in, babe. But then I thought,
it wouldn't have been like that. You're making it like I'm...
No. You're not like... But you're used to me just doing everything for you and the girls. You are used to me doing that. And that's my own fault. That's fine, because normally I do. I like to look after people. I
like to look after you too, though. Like, we do look after each other.
But I do have... Yeah, of course you look after me. I wouldn't be with you if you didn't. But I then turn around to you and I was like, no, you finish your drink. You go in and get us a drink.
Yeah.
You did.
I was definitely probably trying my luck.
But yeah, you do. That's the thing. And then I, like, sometimes I have these wake up and I'm like, no, you need to do that. And I think now the kids are a bit older, I'm less off like autopilot with things. So now I'm like a bit more like, no, actually, he can
You say that, but then like the reality is you do.
Yeah, because I get impatient and you don't do things in time.
No, I feel like a lot of your like personal enjoyment does come from making people happy. Like that's just in you, if you know what I mean. I know you like that's obviously an annoying thing if I'm like, but at the same time, your nature is to.
No, I'm a naturally maternal person in the sense that I want to look after you and my husband.
You want to make sure everyone's set before you're set, and I do that in my own way, which I do make sure everyone's set. But you're the same, of course, in your way.
Yeah. Like I know, I do agree with that. We both are like that. You're more like
next thing that annoys me about you.
Have I been to the gym? Have I gone pay paddle?
Yeah.
Or have I done all the things for me first? Yeah. Now I'm all right to be.
Yeah.
That's you. But...
Especially if I'm winning at paddle, we're winning as a household.
Whereas me, I'm like, are the girls sorted? Is the hubby sorted? Is everyone happy? Right, I can relax now. It's not the same. Now.
Anyway, second thing that annoys me about you.
I love how you swiftly go past that.
What is it? The second thing. You can't be told.
I can't be told what to do.
So Sam can't take feedback. Me telling her she can't take feedback, it enrages her because even if it's just a positive, you know, why don't you try to do it this way? Just like I see how you're doing it, but just try and have this perspective because I've been there and done it. Fuming. You cannot be told. Like the face says it all, and it's not even in a negative way. It's trying to get to the solution together in the right way.
I'm actually proving now. You're giving me feedback about not.
You can't take feedback.
But
you're not coachable.
But who asked you to coach me? Who asked you to? I don't need your coaching. This is the difference. If I ask for your coaching, I'll take it. But you just give me.
Let's say you and I you and I went to play paddle together. Let's say. You would not listen to, and I'm not saying I'm a great paddle player.
No, I would if it's your thing.
No, you'd be like, oh, this is long. You'd be like, you're pissing me off. This is long. See you later. Like you can't take any kind of feedback, like in a constructive way. You can't. And maybe there's a thing about delivering it. I've had to learn the hard way. But even the most softest delivery, you can't. You just like you switch off. And I think that's why you've always been self-employed, always been a business owner. I just think you can't take it even in a corporate sense. I think from your mum, you've always I think just in you just don't like getting told anything.
I think I know better.
Yeah.
But you do annoy it. Okay, I will take that because I've actually proved it then. But then it's like, for example, this setup. You're saying, oh no, don't do it like that. Why don't you try it like that?
We've got 4 microphones. These ones are just aesthetic. These ones are quality. No, we've got a laptop, double. 2 cameras looking at us. I'm just trying to give you some input.
Because I need backups in case these fail or them fail. And you're the one that's made me use these shitty... I see, look.
It's even got the light on, so you know it's working.
You gave me You gave me the fluffy things.
We broke the clips as well, so
and I've used them. So I have taken your feedback. But I will take that one.
Nice.
Are you ready for yours?
Okay, cool.
Right.
How long we got left? Because
well, yeah, we'll start wrapping it up soon. But I'm gonna give things that wind up because this is where I think mums will start to relate. Untidiness. Yes, you're clean, but the mess. E.g., I watch you do it. You'll sit there, jump on the sofa, take your socks off, leave them on the floor. You will drink a bottle of water, empty, just drop it on the floor. You have a go at the girls for being messy doing those things. Mummy's not going to tidy up after you. You've got to tidy up after yourself. While all this time you're flicking all your shit on the floor. And because you know I will tidy up.
It's not the case. That's not the case.
Why is it?
So the socks thing, I know my routine. I flick the socks off of an evening.
And they're still there.
By the time the morning comes, I've taken them and put them in the wash basket. The water's the same thing.
That's a lie.
If I'm watching TV and the water's done, that'll be there. But then once I get up and go to the kitchen,
my guy,
I crumple it as well.
Crunches it up.
Yeah, to save space in the recycle. Yeah, but listen, messy, cool, I get, but
you are messy.
Not like I'm actually quite tidy day to day. Like my wardrobes are tidier than yours, way tidier.
Yeah, because you've got less stuff than me.
Well, my shoes are more organised. Yeah. Day to day, I am actually quite organised and tidy.
Sorry.
It's just in those little moments.
Do you know what I'm going to leave with that though?
Yeah.
You've got more time to do that stuff. I haven't got time around looking after your kids, sorting this whole house out, everything else.
Yeah.
To be organising my wardrobe. I even say what winds me up about you as well is there'll be 100 things that need doing on a Saturday, right? You'll wake up and you think it's a good idea to just
paint the shed.
Paint the shed. Yeah. Paint the shed. Or organise your wardrobe. I'm like, you spent 2 hours doing that. That's not an urgent job right now. If you want a job, I'll give you a job that needs doing. Or while you're at it, you can do mine. Like, you don't.
I'd love to do yours, but like every time I do yours, you know what happens? Things go missing.
You will throw half my stuff out. Yeah.
But there is like, I've thrown stuff away like from years that you've not even realised. 5 years later, you asked for the item, some £3 dress from Boohoo. Like it's just taking space up. Like honestly, you don't know how much stuff I've got rid of just because.
No, I do. And
Sam's got a rule that she won't wear anything that needs ironing. So if it's been worn once and it's come out the dryer creased, it's never getting worn again. She's allergic to the iron. That's another one for you.
That's one thing I refuse to do of yours.
Yours and mine.
I will do your cooking, your cleaning. I will do everything. But ironing, you're on your own, hon. Yeah, cool. I'm sorry.
I do the ironing.
You do your own ironing.
Yeah, I offer you as well. Right. Do you want anything ironed?
Do you know what? That's conditioned. That proves that early conditioning of a relationship, like children. So like where I've done everything for you from the offset, you've got used to it, you're conditioned to it, so we do that. However, from the offset, I've never done your ironing. So now you're happy to do it.
You've never done the ironing. You're not really a big clean, like you do the cleaning, but you hate it. So we've always shared that, let's be honest. Hoovering, cleaning. You just don't like my style of cleaning.
Day-to-day cleaning, you don't understand how much I do. Because 9 times out of 10, you are at work. And the day-to-day cleaning and mess that is produced by your children is constant. One thing I hate is a deep clean. I will give you that. I fucking hate it because it takes 5 hours. You made me sack the cleaner, given she was putting her price up ridiculous amounts.
We were at war
about this cleaner, and I think I do enough. She is expensive, but she's worth it. So untidiness. Let's go move on. Sharing food together. That.
Yeah, I know myself with that.
My thing is the hummus.
My thing is I'm just a fat boy at heart. So if you're sharing with me,
why do you
70 or 80% of that is going in my belly.
Like the hummus, crisp and hummus, that's my thing in it.
Yeah.
He comes in with his crisp and he digs out half the hummus pot on one singular crisp. That's just
you're just pussyfooting around the hummus, mate.
You can't make that hummus last, mate.
Mate, you're just you're moving hummus from one part of the thing to the other. You're not even using it on the crisp.
I'm just painting it with the crisp.
Yeah, literally. That's exactly what you're doing. Just painting and skirting over it.
Right, next one. Are you ready? Yes, you take the bins out. But do you replace the bin
liner?
No.
No.
So it's a half job Harry job.
And
what do I call you? Half job Harry.
Half job Harry. I got in big trouble for not actually pulling the bins to the side of the road last week as well, because missed that. That was my
you forgot to take the bins
job.
out.
No, I usually take them from the kitchen to outside, but then you've got to go when the bin men are there.
Yeah.
Outside to the right side of the road.
Why don't you refill the bin liner? Just can't bother. It's
just long, isn't it? If I've got an item to chuck in the bin there and then, I'll put the liner in first. But what you do sometimes is you're trying to prove me wrong, or prove a point. Sorry.
Prove a point.
And you will just throw like a bottle in the bin with no liner.
No, I open the bin. I'm doing a million things. I open the bin, chuck a bottle in, realise there's no fucking bin liner in there, and it is infuriating.
There's nothing worse than putting your hand in a bin.
Well, put a bin liner in, honey. Okay. One thing you do is you wake up in the morning, you leisurely, well, to be fair, you choose to get up at 5 a.m, which is
5 a.m. club.
So Omer is a big gym goer. Boring. I like my fitness, but I'll get it done around the kids, obviously with my mummy movement. But
big up.
You come in sweaty. Well, I've done all the breakfast. I've done the whole morning routine. I'm used to that now. But you come in sweaty and you put your sweaty clothes, still wet, in the wash basket, and then things get put on top, and it stinks out, and that sweat soaks into all the other clothes. I have to literally steam those. Like, it is not so good. No. So you don't like. But then equally with the washing basket, which I'm sure a lot of dads do as well. What is it about just hanging it on the side or putting? I mean, you've got better at this. When we first met, you used to literally put your pants next to the washing basket, or even things like, actually, I remember taking a photo of it, like the rubbish, even like the finishing something. And then leaving the rubbish in that cupboard or the fridge, or like you have a can of Coke and it's the last can of Coke, but you leave the cardboard packaging in the fridge. Yeah, that is laziness.
That's laziness. That's a bad habit. But I don't do that much anymore.
You don't realise that you do it because I'm still doing it for you.
I think there is an empty carton in the fridge right now, to be honest.
Probably. And then
that can't be just a me thing, though.
No, it is a man thing.
Definitely people out there doing that.
No, it's a man thing. All blokes seem to do, well, not all blokes, I'm not going to say that, I'm not going to tarnish them all with the same thing, but it's a typical bloke thing where it's like the washing basket, definitely, leaving cupboard doors open in the bathroom. I don't think you even notice you do that, because I don't really moan about it. I don't think it's not that deep. You do it in the kitchen. You'll open the cupboard in the bathroom, take stuff out, but you never close them. You know, that's a man thing.
You've got cream in that bathroom from 9 years ago. And fake tan in that bathroom from 14 years ago. You've got this mitt. I don't know what it's got on it.
That mitt.
So your bathroom clutter is next level.
Okay, but at least I shut the cupboard
doors.
Yeah,
and there's like all sorts of half-used shampoos, and I don't even know what the concoctions are. But so
another thing that people relate to, making plans.
Yeah.
Me telling you we've got plans on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then you saying, oh yeah, we're going to go do this tomorrow, or we're going to go to my mum and dad's tomorrow. And I say, no, honey, we already planned to do this. So then you have to let them down, or we've just caused murders.
That's true, yeah.
And what have we had since the beginning of our relationship? Time tree. Shared calendar, always putting it in.
Big up time tree.
But you still, when I say, what are we doing on this date? What are we doing next Wednesday? Check the time tree. 2 days later, what are we doing next Wednesday? Take time tree. We've got something. We're doing this. We're doing that. Okay.
Problem with the
time
tree.
And then you go, babe, next Wednesday I'm going out with blah blah blah. No, I've told you we're going. We've already got this plan, and it's in the time tree.
Yeah, the time tree is. Sometimes you just need to validate the information in it, because you are ultra planned and you'll put things for like 3 months advance. Yeah, but then something else will come in prioritised.
That's not abnormal. That's adult life.
Yeah. I'm a bit more, in a weird way, sometimes I like to go like a week or two in advance. You're like...
You are a planner as well.
No, I'm a planner, but not that far. It gives me anxiety to have things in the diary in 3 months' time.
That just happens. Birthdays and everything else. Last but not least, I think we're growing out of this now, but which is a good thing, but the drinking, the boozing as a man, still thinking that you're, kids going out, getting absolutely paralytic, rolling in at 1 a.m. Well, it wasn't that late because you're not getting in at 6 a.m., which used to happen when you were 25. And I will give it to you. I think now I think you drink less now because you're more into your fitness, not because for the sake of being.
That's not true.
Good hubby.
It's everything.
Or growing up. Well, you have grown up.
It's everything. It's like just being able to be more present when I'm not. The thing I hate about the drinking is like the next day.
Yeah.
Literally like a vegetable.
Yeah.
Me anyway, I can't really handle it. And it's frustrating for me when there's so much energy around me, the kids, you, and I'm just like a shell. Yeah. So that's the biggest reason.
Yeah.
Fitness, you, all that stuff. Yeah. And it's never really worth it, is it? There are obviously evenings and times where
I think
the balance is way better now though.
Yeah. We're at a stage now. I think you've caught up with me. I've been in this stage for couple of years now where I don't have any interest in doing the bog standard night out. I will go out if it's an occasion, or I'll do a nice dinner or a daytime thing. Given I do like a drink, but even that I've calmed down on. But you've only just got there within the last sort of year, I'd reckon.
Yeah. I think sometimes though, with me and you, when we're like dad and mum on tour, we can.
Well, I get my most drunkest when I'm with you, because I think number one, I'm most comfortable. I feel safe. Number two, you are organic, and I haven't even.
And number three, I'm buying you drinks all night.
Yeah, but this is what I'm saying. Obviously, you pay for the drinks, standard, but I think a bloke. No,
but when you go out with the girls, you lot don't like drink at the pace or go to the. I think men, like when I'm with the boys at the pub, like we're up every.
You're not
half an hour
finishing your pint before you're ordering the next drink. Like I've taken a sip of the drink you've just got me, and you're already ordering the next drink.
Yeah.
That is why I get so drunk with you. Like, it's not good. I don't understand why blokes do that.
Not anymore though.
I don't know.
Really. I haven't had a drink for 10 days.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. And you feel so much better for it.
I do, yeah.
So, right. So, I mean, let's sort of, obviously, mum-dad dynamics I think ours works for us. Everyone's different.
And I think the other thing to mention is you don't just wake up one day and have the right dynamic. It's iterative. You work on it and you kind of get...
What the fuck does iterative?
Iterative, it's like step by step. You kind of find the balance. Well, you don't like my words.
Yeah, but you...
Why? It's a podcast. I've got to say what? I've got to show my vocabulary.
No, but do you know what?
I've got to show my range.
Omer has worked at a company for the last 10 years and they're quite posh.
Iterative isn't a posh word.
Yeah, it is, mate.
It's not.
Yeah, it is. Who is
Oh my
it?
God.
I don't even know what that means.
Iterative means like versions of.
Why don't you just say it's you develop your...
I was trying to say that. It's
a
process.
Mate. We're from Essex.
Sorry,
not from bloody Chelsea.
It's a process. Yeah.
Right. Yes, you do. You find
and right now it feels like a good balance, but we're still exactly. And there'll come a point where you'll be fuming again, and then we'll have to.
But do you know what it is? Is the stages of the kids and of marriage.
Of course, yeah.
And I think, what do you think works well with me and you?
I think we've got clear expectations of each other.
No, we have.
We have, even when we don't hit 100%, like what you were saying, we kind of know who's supposed to be doing what.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
As a main responsibility. Yeah. And I think there's respect. I think that's the other thing.
Yeah.
Respect for what each other actually does do. That's the key thing. Because like if I'm thinking, well, if you're thinking what you do is more important than what I do, then that's when you kind of break down.
That's when we argue.
Yeah, exactly.
I think, we only argue is when I'm like, I'm doing everything and you're doing fuck all, but then you're like, no, I actually am doing all this. And then you obviously naturally have those blips. But I think more than anything, we do have good communication.
Yeah.
So the one thing with you is, at least if you do piss me off, you will take it on the chin and you'll say, right, fair enough, babe. Like, I'll take that and I get what you're saying. Instead of like, I don't think, if you were like, no, and you were really stubborn about it, and then it just would never work. I think, well, that's
called compromise, isn't it? You've got to just kind of just set aside
It is. And
everything is a small problem, really, when you break it down. Like when you're having, it seems like the biggest deal in the world, but when you sit back in a week's time, you've forgotten what you even argued about, really.
Yeah, it's
all
load of rubbish. It's in the grand scheme of thing, it is a load of rubbish. And I think you do realise that, because it's like me, like the little, I've just drilled off little bullshit things about you that annoy me, but day to day, I don't argue with you about those things, because I just get on with it, because it really, that's compromise.
I think the thing is, you've got to try and prioritise having fun. Like, there's nothing more that I love than making you laugh. Like, when I've made you laugh, I'll rinse that joke out 5,000 times until you're like, shut up.
Yeah.
Because that is it. It's just like, if you can still make each other laugh, have a good time, nothing else matters. If you lose that side of it.
Yeah.
And especially as parents as well, because the frustration day to day of being a parent can consume you. But I feel like if you just still have a laugh, and like the kids are funny, our kids as well, right? They'll get in on the jokes. Sorella's like, she's hilarious. She knows what she's doing. Sienna's the same. It's like them feeling like they can be cheeky and have a laugh.
I think that's our that's us being. I salute us on our parenting with that, like
just giving them freedom to be a bit cheeky
at home with us, but knowing that
they're the best behaved kids ever.
Yeah, they are good kids, and I'll give us kudos for that.
Come on.
But I think that it is all about compromise. It is about having a laugh, and I feel like in this life, in marriage and having kids and stuff, like, you just got to enjoy it. What's the point of being married and having a family and stuff if you can't enjoy it? Like, that's why I think you've realised that more so recently, when like being off work, because normally you do work. We barely see you in the week normally. Day to day, we don't really see you in the week. You'll come home, you'll have dinner, and then it's late, and then we have the weekends, which is lovely. But you had obviously a couple of weeks off between jobs recently, and I think in that time you've realised, like, it's been nice for you to actually spend time day to day with us.
Yeah, 100%.
I mean, you're definitely ready to get back to work. But I've got one last thing, because I'm going to wrap it up, because otherwise we are going to babble on. And I actually need to go and pick Serena up from preschool. And where are you going to go? To the gym. I'm going to do quick Mr. and Mrs. questions.
Oi, oi.
Right?
How does this go?
Right. So, all right. Okay. I'm going to ask a question.
Yeah.
And we will say straight away what comes into our mind. See if our questions align.
Okay.
So, for example, I'll just say, or should we say Sam or Omer?
Cool.
So, who's the better cook? Sam. Who's the better dancer? Sam. One thing you didn't impress me on in our first date.
Absolutely not. Hopefully the kids have got your rhythm back.
Oh, I don't know.
Bless them, man.
Who can drink the most? Omer.
Me.
But then you still are a bad drunk. We do drink. Oh, this is a good one. If there's a spider, who deals with it?
Sam.
Who paid the bill on the first date? Omer. And every day after?
Omer.
2 right and all. Who's the better driver? Sam. You are.
I'm the better driver. You're the better parker. I can't park.
Yeah. Who talks the most?
Sam.
I say Sam, but then sometimes
you love it
when you're on one, though.
Yeah, when I'm on one, I'm on one. But you're consistently chitty chatty.
Yeah, and you're like
chatty patty. Like you love making friends at the airport and that.
No, we are. I know. I will say that one thing about us is we are life and soul party. Anywhere we go, we are life and soul of that room. But we are the most antisocial social people, aren't we? We always say that. Like, when we're out, we love to be around people, but that initial, it's like, we'd rather just be at home in our little bubble or do stuff just me and you. Like, we can be quite like that. Who's the most laid back? Sam. Because,
I'm quite uptight.
You are uptight. Who's the cleverest?
Me.
Omer.
You were probably smarter at school.
Yeah, I was.
Smart,
but your kids have fried my brain. Who wastes the most money? Omer. I think Omer
wastes the most money.
I think I'm quite good. I just do a little home
I think
bargains.
we're equal. The things I buy are maybe a little bit more.
You are an Amazon. What's the word? Amazon slut.
Clickbait, yeah.
You are an Amazon slut, and you go to me. What is it? Every time you buy something. So me, I will go home bargains and I'll buy something for £3, and I'm like very proud of my £3 bargain. You'll go, babe, I've got this. Guess how much it was? And I'll be like, what, a £5? 50 quid. I'm like, 50, bargain.
The trick that I've got now, I'll buy something that's like 100 quid, and I'll tell you it's like 50 quid.
And I go, no, how much was it? 60. No, how much was it? 70. All right, it was 100. Yeah.
It's probably like 150. But
yeah, exactly. Who takes the longest to get ready to go out?
Sam.
Okay.
All day.
If we're going out with the kids, yes, it is. And why is that?
Because you get the kids ready. Because I don't know where all their clothes are.
I've got to get the kids ready.
And it's a screaming contest if I have to get them ready.
Oh, here we go.
It's just easier.
Do it more and then they won't be screaming. Right. Who gets annoyed the easiest? Omer.
Annoyed.
Omer. You've got the worst temper. You get stressed out. That's one thing I will say with our dynamic.
I get overwhelmed,
with the kids.
I think.
You get overwhelmed more easily. Yeah. I'm definitely more laid back in the sense like I'll let the kids just
draw
make a mess. Yeah, you just got, because in my head I'm like, do you know what?
The paintbrush
at the end
downstairs.
Of the day,
yes. Sienna's biroed up all the side.
Oh, did she?
Yeah,
but it is what it is.
It is what it is. I mean, exactly. It's not Carpe diem.
It's not good, but you just deal with it at the end of the day. Let them make the mess.
Yeah.
Whereas you're like, tidy it all now. I can't deal with it. Stressing, but they're only going to make more mess. So I think that's you. Who is the messiest around the house, Omer?
Me.
Whose music taste is better?
Mine. Mine's wider.
You
Loads
do have
of different
a
flavours. I was, banging out the Arctic Monkeys yesterday. You were laughing at me.
Yeah.
I've got a wide variety of tunes. You've got about 3 songs.
What's my genre that I like?
Bashment. You love it.
And that's
which I've also got that in the
locker.
In your
North London locker.
But you've gone
bashment.
down the niche bashment, which is just like very aggressive and
meaningless. Mad. I don't like meaningful music.
I like the old school, the like Movado, the good stuff. You're like,
no, I like the new stuff.
You're just like,
Oh, this one. Who is the clumsiest? Omer.
Definitely me.
Definitely. Who can eat the most?
Definitely
Omer.
Me.
Who has the better sense of style?
Oh,
Sam. If you even say my guy puts together like white trainers with like bloody.
You
know what? Your wardrobe for one.
Yeah.
Do you know what? I'll give it to you. Obviously, I wouldn't be with you if you didn't dress well, but you're just not great at putting things together, which is fine. Your whole wardrobe is either navy, grey, or black.
It's the dark green and the brown.
A little bit of khaki.
Yeah, that's the colour that I mix up.
Yeah.
Khaki.
Don't use that as I kind of help you put the outfits together.
Yeah. You do. Yeah. Teamwork.
Yeah. Who spends more time on their phone?
Oh. You because of work.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm a bit of a doom scroller, which I hate.
Because of mindless bullshit. But then sometimes I think that annoys me.
But the other thing is though, like I'm not on my phone at all day. So when I get home, so you'll see that. But do you know what I mean?
No, I get that. I do get that. But then sometimes it gets
either
ridiculous.
Way, we're both on our phone too much.
Yeah, I agree. Oh my god, who's most likely to cry during a sad film?
Oh, that could be me.
I
if it's
think
got
that's
kids
you.
involved.
Yeah. One time, this guy is so not deep at all, right? He's the most non-deep person. It's probably why we got on so well. However, the first film we went and saw together, I think in the cinema, it was Wonder with that kid in it. And it was sad, but I was like, it's just a film. You were bawling your eyes out, and I was like, oh my god, this guy.
No, I can't do sad things with kids, man.
No.
Or like kids getting abducted, like that's just
mad
for me.
Yeah. Because you're getting welled up already. Just thinking about it. Right. Who gets their way the most?
You.
Okay. That's
how it should be, yeah.
Who does the most jobs around the house? Me. Who takes the better photos?
You.
Me.
Yeah.
Even after all these years, you're still like, you're not a great husband of Instagram, despite it being my job, and I'm a
good hype man.
You're getting better. You're getting better. 10 years down the line. And who proposed?
Me.
You. And finally, the last one. Who's the grumpiest?
In the evenings, me. In the mornings, you.
Yeah. Okay. I'll take that one. Yeah. That's one thing we don't align on.
Yeah.
You are a morning person. I am absolutely not.
I'm a bundle of sunshine and rainbows in the morning, and you are.
And then come 8 o'clock. Come 8 o'clock. You're ready. You're ready for bed. Yeah, and I'm like, let's get the party started. Yeah. Not really, but I'm like, let's watch a film. You're like, I'm tired. All in all, I think we have got. I mean, it's a dynamic that works for us.
Yeah.
It doesn't work for everyone. I think I take on, a bit more of a tradition. I suppose we've got quite a traditional dynamic. And today's a good day. Maybe if we'd done this podcast on a day where we're pissing each other off, then
maybe you might have me back on the show, babe.
Yeah. Nah.
Why not? I'm enjoying it. I'm a natural.
This is a one-off dad.
No, we could do a little mini series.
Oh, well, we have got a lot of stories. There's a lot of stories that I've left out for your own sake there, which includes, let's just one word, my 30th, Dubai. Let's not go into that. Maybe we'll do another thing.
If you get 1,000 likes, we'll tell the Dubai story.
Oh, fucking hell, okay. This guy is actually, he gives it the large one, like, no, I don't want to be on your Instagram, which is nothing. He never wants to be on an Instagram. I keep it, like, I've had messages like, are you a single mum? I'm like, no, I just don't really, it doesn't need to be, right? He's not really, he doesn't even have Instagram himself or social media.
I do now. Control Paddle London.
Oh, he's started a London paddle group. This is not a plug for you. This is a plug for me. Either way, I'm proud of you. I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
Are you proud of me? That's what you meant to say.
I'm proud of
me. I think you do a good job as a dad.
Likewise.
And then if you need a kick, I'll give it to you. And at least you do respond to the kick.
Big up yourself.
Oh God. Where did your podcast voice go? At the start, you're all podcast. Now the North London's come through. Now
I've got to show my different varying.
1 minute you're
angles.
Using what word did you use? Posh words. Now that is you all over. Anyway,
all over.
We could talk for ages. I need to go pick up Sorella.
I know. I'm hungry. I need to go gym.
You're hungry, meaning you need me to make you some food, some lunch.
No. I'll get cracking.
Okay. Right. Love you.
Love you too.
Thanks for coming on.
Thanks a lot.
And we might have you on for another one.
All right. Thanks everyone. Hope you guys enjoyed.
And maybe that you can relate to some of it.
Yeah.